Hello y'all, welcome to Trainwreck Wednesday. This sweet little dresser back here behind me, it is kind of like an Empire style 2-drawer dresser that needs a ride on the train, y'all. So I'm gonna move out of the way so y'all can see it. So here it is. It's a little Empire style 2-drawer dresser. And you know, it has some issues. It has some issues. You know, pretty much everything that rides the train has some sort of an issue. So what have I done so far? So far, I have taken the veneer off the top. And the top has some stains and stuff on it. So, you know, it's not going to be perfect, but, you know. And then I gave it a coat of DIY's Sandy Blonde. And then over the Sandy Blonde, I did some old 57. So, and then I gave it a pretty heavy distress because I thought it would really look cute as a, you know, like a washstand. You know how they have those old washstands and you would put hang your towels right up there. And then, you know, it had a bowl where you pour the water, wash your face. So that's my idea about where this is going. So far, this is what I've done to it. So it already looks better. So what I plan on using is I am going to do an inlay tonight, y'all. So this is one of IODs Paint Inlays. And this one is the Grisaille Toile. And I have not used this one yet. So that's what I'm going to use on here. And then I plan to use I have a new stencil. Y'all know how I love stencils. This is my Indian lace stencil. Indian lace borders, I think it's called, right here. And so what I want to do with this is I want to do a raised stencil right down here on this very bottom little spot right here. This is almost the perfect size. So I'm going to use this one right here, this top one on that. So I plan to use that. So that is the plan. Y'all know we always have a plan on the train.
When I wake up early in the morning and when I come home at night.
Now, so the first thing we're going to do tonight is we're going to work with the inlays. So if y'all see right here, I've already got one on. I put that on earlier today. And so I want to go ahead and get the other two on. And we're just going to go back through how you use the inlays. And then I want to take this one off and see how it looks. And so I've already put that one on. And I'm going to try to match these up as best I can. Okay? So I think that I kind of got them matched up. Or at least, you know, kind of where they are almost going to be matched up. So, we're going to do this one first, y'all. Here we go. I have yet to lay these inlays into paint. I haven't done that yet. So, once again, I'm going to be using my liquid patina to lay the inlay into. So, because I want to kind of keep this distressed look here. So I'm not going to put paint over it. I'm just going to use my liquid patina to lay the inlay into. So just to remember now, y'all, the inlays are paint. So they are paint embedded onto these carrier sheets. So they are actual paint embedded into these carrier sheets. Y'all probably can't see that for that light. But make sure when you lay your inlay down, make sure to have the gridded part. There's a grid lines on part of it. And on the other side, there's your image. So make sure that the grid lines are facing you. Because I put one on backwards one time. And that's not a good thing. Alright, so here we go. And you can lay the inlays into paint. You can lay them into your patina, which makes it, if you want to lay it into your patina, that means you can actually, you know, just lay it down. Maybe you don't want to paint your piece. You just want to put the inlay on there. Well, that's where the patina comes in handy, or any water-based top coat. All right, so here we go. I want to get these two laid down, and then we'll peel up the one that I have here already. So we're going to put this one down. I'm going to try my best to match it up. Or kind of match it up. I don't really know if it matches, but...
When I wake up early in the morning, and when I come home at night, everything is covered in darkness.
All right. So once you get it laid down now, the next thing you want to do is you want to dampen it. You want to dampen it, and then you want to dampen it with a little water. And you can take a towel. In my case, I'm going to use just kind of dampening it. You don't want to saturate it, but I want to make sure I get it damp. And then I'm just gonna, in my case, I'm gonna use this brush. You can use, you know, just a cloth. In my case, I'm gonna use this brush, and I'm just pressing it down a little bit more to my piece. So we got those two down. Now, so this one over here is dry because I put it up earlier. I put it on earlier today. And so I'm going to go over here now. And I'm going to bring my water. And I want to peel this one off and see what we get. So time for the reveal. So I'm going to take my water because it's you know, it's on here, but it's dry, you know, it's dried. So this water is going to help me loosen it enough to peel it off and see what we get. And there were actually some places, y'all, that this did not transfer off earlier. And I was a little bit disappointed in that. And I think it was because of the piece of the veneer that was still on here. So I can see that my little feathers on my bird did not come off very well. But that's okay, because I wanted to have a, I wanted to kind of go with this distressed look that I gave it. And I'm trying to peel it all off at once. So you can see how that water really loosens up your carrier sheet. And I still have paint on here, so I can use that. All right, so there it is. So this is the one that I put on earlier. So y'all can see that. It came out pretty well. Can y'all see that? I'll bring you up a little bit closer so you can see. So it came out pretty good. Not bad, huh? So once you get your inlay down, you want to make sure this is a 50-50 mix of top coat and water. So I'm going to use this to set it in place for now. Before I actually start to brush on my top coat or wax or whatever it is that you're going to use. I don't use wax much, y'all. But even with the, my spray bottle is probably stuck. Even with whatever you're going to use as a top coat, there we go. You want to make sure that you you set it first. So I'm just going to spray it on. my spray bottle. This is a dollar store spray bottle, y'all. So. And I'm just spraying it on just to set it. So, now, let me go ahead and I'm going to spray this a little bit more. The ones that we have up here. I want to give them another little spritz. Y'all see how I'm sliding across the floor? I'm sliding across this floor like I can really slide across the floor and get up. Yeah, I'm going to be sore all over in the morning. So again, I'm just going to give this another little bit of a spritz here. And I'm taking my brush. You can take a cloth. And the whole purpose of this is just to lightly push your inlay into your paint, your top coat, or whatever it is that you are using to lay it down with. So, for this top part right here, I also want to use a little bit of the inlay. Right? So I'm going to use this little piece here, and that's, I don't know if y'all can see that, but that's that little, you can't see anything for that light, can you? Let me bring it up. This is that little bunny thing, that little squirrel. I call him a bunny, but I think he's a squirrel. That's a little squirrel thing. So I want to put him on the back here. Bring it up some. So I want to put him right here in the middle, and then I've kind of cut out some other pieces to kind of put on the side of him right here. So that's the plan. Let's see what we get.
And the sun is out of sight. I guess I'm living in the dark age. Yeah, because I sure can't see no light. Ever since you left, there's been nothing but a cloudy sky. And there's no day, there's only night. I try to make this world a little brighter.
There we go. And so there we have it. So those are the two places that, for now at least, that I'm gonna put the inlays. And I'm gonna use some Olden Gray, and I'm gonna mix it with some salt wash, because y'all know how fond I am of a raised stencil. I'm like a kid in a candy store when it comes to a raised stencil. And so I'm gonna do a raised stencil with my Indian lace borders stencil on this very bottom down here. That is the plan. All right, so my Indian border stencil, I'm going to be using this little part right here, this one along the top, and I am going to use my Olden Gray. This is the Barnwood Patina. Because this is kind of grayscale, I thought, you know, let me go with the Olden Gray. So I'm going to try some of this with my salt wash. Because y'all know I mix everything with salt wash. So I'm just stirring it up a little. And I'm going to add some of it to my little cup. Y'all, I am out of these cups. I have to go to the dollar store and get some more. I love these cups. Did I tell y'all about the time I went to the dollar store and I went in there for some of these cups? And I couldn't find the cups nowhere. So right about the time I got ready to go and give the cashier the 3rd degree, I found them. They had just moved them to another spot. But I was about to have a conniption right there in the store, y'all. All right, so I got my salt wash in my patina. Gonna stir it up some. All right. Now I'm gonna put the top back on. And I'm just glutton for punishment because I sat right down here. Right down here. Okay, so this is the one I plan on using. I'm just gonna use it right here like this. Right there. But I sat right down here like I can get up and down really well. And I forgot to get something to spread this to spread it on with. All right, I'm just gonna dip my little squeegee in here. And this is a terrible way to put a stencil on from this angle, but I'm just going for it, y'all. Don't really need much, just enough to cover because this is a small stencil. All right, let's see what we got. Oh, it fell off anyway. There we go.
The flame was put to rest. Now everything is covered in gloom, and my heart is put to the test. I guess I'm living in the dark age.
I will clean some of that up for the parts that I didn't get, you know, that it's kind of sloppy, but it looks really good. I'm gonna see if I can get y'all where y'all can see that. I'm not sure you can see it from where you are. All right, so we got a little border running across there, and again, I'll touch it up when it dries. I'll go back and I'll just give it a light sanding and touch up some of the parts that I kind of got too much on there, and we'll go from there. Let's see what we can get.
'Cause I sure can't see no light. Ever since you left, there's been nothing but a cloudy sky, and there's no day, there's only night. Yeah.
So now the only thing I don't like about this one is that there's a little line right here, kind of a harsh edge. So I'll go in with a little brush and some water, and I'll just kind of blend out that line so that it's not so harsh. But as for the rest of it, I kind of like it. So it's not bad, huh? So there we go, y'all. That's where we're gonna put the inlays at. So I'll go back and I will take my little brush now, because again, this is paint, it's open and it's wet. I have to go back and I have to set these down here with my mixture of half water and half top coat. And I will do the same with this one up here with my half water and half top coat mixture. And well, before I do that though, I'll just take my brush with a little water on the tip, and I'll kind of blend in some of those harsh edges. And then I will take my little sandpaper maybe and just kind of run it over the top, just to kind of smooth it out a little bit. But other than that, that is the process of the inlays, y'all. So if y'all have never tried these inlays, they are extremely fun. Very fun and very unique. And I'm pretty sure there's more that you know that can be done with them that we haven't even tapped into yet. So that is it for tonight, y'all. It is about 8:30 almost. As always, I always appreciate you guys riding the train with me. You guys are like the best riders ever. All right, y'all, as I always like to say on the porch, don't forget to bud, bloom, and be unique.